What a great question. You know what? I'm glad you have the lone Republican here that you're paying all that money to give you these advice. But if you asked her, you'd find out that the vote in 2009 was a procedural vote to send it into conference. I've always been against that. I have stood up and spoken against it. I've stated my position that I have been against giving tuition aid to illegal immigrants. I've spoken my position that I've been against having driver's license for illegal inferences. There's no change in that. What you need to change is your coach over here and find out what really happens in the State House, because that was an entirely procedural vote that sent the Perry Amendment to study. All right, that was part of a protocol and a whole passage of a much larger bill. Every time I was called to stand and speak on that, I spoke against that. My children go to state colleges. Many of your children will go to state colleges. We have worked extremely hard to make sure that you receive an excellent, high-quality education in our Massachusetts state colleges. That should be for the citizens of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, for our children, for the people that live here. They should be here first. There should be no in-state tuition for people who are not from here. Driver's licenses for illegal aliens, that is a ridiculous proposition that I have always stood against, spoken against, and it may be one of the few things. In fact, I actually remember saying it. Circle the calendar. That's one of the only times I've ever been supportive of Jeff Perry, ever. Right? But on that issue, Jeff Perry and I have agreed consistently and at all times. So, perhaps if you learn how the State House works, then maybe you'll understand that that was not a vote against Jeff Perry or his amendment. My position on that is and remains clear.
Well, you voted to send it to study in 2009, and you voted not to send it to study in 2010. So either you don't know what a study committee is yourself, or you just don't want to admit that nothing gets done once something gets sent to a study committee. A procedural vote that's blocking it. That's what that is. So to suggest that anything gets studied on Beacon Hill is ridiculous. A study committee is about burying a bill, and it's about killing a bill. It's not about any studying going on. It would be nice if the studying went on up on Beacon Hill, but that is not the case. So it just seems to be an election year gimmick. You know, we don't know which way Jim Fagan's going to vote when he's up there. Is it going to be on the side of illegal aliens or not? Is it going to be on the side of the House Speaker or not? Is it going to be on the side of corrupt politicians or not? We just can't trust the votes up there. No, I'm still talking, and you'll get your chance. You'll get your chance.
Both have your chance to speak. Would you like to finish? 30 more seconds? Okay. 30 seconds, Mr. Fagan.
You know, I hear a lot from Ms. O'Connell about corruption. I'm going to say right now, Ms. O'Connell, I'm sitting right here on this stage. I've been in Taunton my whole life. There's no question about who I am and what I've stood for in this city. My commitment to public causes has been there all the time. If you want to say that I'm corrupt, you come right out here and say it. But don't you do it through insinuation. Don't you go telling those lies. If you've got something to say that I'm corrupt, you take your best shot right here.
The next question. Oh, would you like 30 seconds?
Yes. I don't know if you have a guilty conscience, but I was not talking about you. I was talking about the last 3 indicted speakers up on Beacon Hill. So you're the one who called yourself a corrupt politician yesterday during the debate.
Oh, please. During the debate, after listening to your questions, reading your diatribe, and referring to where I came from, I said, yeah, 18 years ago, I must have been a corrupt lawyer, right? And I made that reference in a hypothetical way, as you know, and as everybody else does, even those people who don't sign their names to blogs because they're the cowards. Mrs. O'Connell, I respect your courage right here. They're the cowards in the dark. We know them.